If you're up early with the birds around Hastings today, you're dealing with a bit of a morning illusion. Right now, it's about 59 degrees with calm winds, and a heavy mist is hugging the Mississippi River, keeping visibility capped at 5 miles. Don't let the gray start fool you. Once the sun fully takes over, that fog is going to burn right off, leaving the town with a sunny, warm afternoon topping out near 82 degrees. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd. And there is something interesting about a foggy morning like this. Just as the mist temporarily hides the sun, the calendar hides a series of events that pushed from the ground, through the atmosphere, and onto the lunar surface. So while you're running your downtown errands today, realize that you are walking the same ground where a century of progress, from civil rights to the first steps towards space, converged on this same calendar date. We start on the ground level. On this day in 1924, Congress enacted the Indian Citizenship Act. Looking at the faces of the era, the function of the law was direct. It officially granted U.S. citizenship to Native Americans born within the borders of the United States. However, citizenship did not automatically mean access to the ballot. Actual voting rights were left to individual states, and many continued to block Native Americans from voting for another 3 decades, keeping those barriers in place until 1957. This was a necessary first step, but it required decades of ongoing struggle to move the law from a piece of paper to a functional right. We now pull our perspective upward, jumping to the year 1957 at neighboring South St. Paul's Fleming Field. This is where Project MANHIGH 1 lifted off. Its purpose was to research how human beings could physically handle the upper atmosphere, providing the data needed to design the first generation of spacesuits and cabins. In this photograph, you can see Air Force pilot Joseph Kittinger strapped inside a tiny, heavily instrumented flight capsule. Lifted by a massive balloon, he successfully reached the stratosphere to see if a human could survive the edge of space. The road to the space age passed right through these local flight paths, making skies over Hastings and South St. Paul an early testing ground for leaving the planet. Moving out of Earth's atmosphere entirely, we arrive at the Moon on June 2, 1966. This captures NASA's Surveyor 1 achieving the first soft lunar landing. It proved the surface could support a heavy spacecraft without sinking into the dust. After landing, Surveyor 1 scanned this desolate terrain, transmitting over 11,000 high-resolution images back to Earth. This mission provided the mechanical proof needed to show that a controlled landing was possible, directly clearing the way for the Apollo missions that followed 3 years later. Pulling our perspectives back down to the riverfront, downtown Hastings and Levy Park are looking at a clear, bright afternoon. You can expect plenty of sunshine, light southeast winds around 5 miles per hour, and comfortable evening temperatures dropping into the mid-50s. Grab sunglasses for the afternoon, but keep light layers handy if you're out early or late. An ideal day for patios, for dog walks, and errands downtown. Just keep an eye on the midweek forecast, as rain and storm chances begin Wednesday night. From a 1924 law on citizenship to a balloon launch in South St. Paul and the first soft landing on the Moon, June 2nd connects our local ground to the lunar surface. So enjoy the day without overthinking it. And if this helped, share it with a neighbor or subscribe to Hastings Now.